and that she could sew. That was the best thing she ever did at Pace. And I feel a lot like that. I told her multiple times, more than once, that every time I went into the shop, I felt like I was learning more there than I was at school. No offense, but she she taught me so much. And I remember once I was doing a vest for her, and I patterned it all wrong, but she had such faith in me to just, go ahead, go do it, try it. So I tried it, and I royally messed it up. But I was so afraid, because I hear these stories about her. I'm like, she's gonna yell at me, like all of you, I'm gonna cry. And then she goes, okay, that's wrong. Okay, and so she completely helped me redo it again, and I just remember she's here for us. She wants us to achieve. She wants us to be more, whether it's a hem stitch or whether it's taking out a whole skein of yarn because you can climb up to the top of the closet. She was trying to help us all out 110% of the way. So when I went back into work for this past period, and Nancy was there, the first project she gave me was a vest. And I was like, all right, I can take in this vest. I'm not completely patterning this bitch, so here we go. So I took it back, made a lining, and I was remembering all the things Anne said. I took out that ruler, got that tailor's chalk out, pinned it all. It was so nice, and Megan was there, and I held it up, and I was like, yes. So she has success in every single one of us, so she's not gone. In everything we do, she's rooting for us.
I think it's funny how in all these stories, it's we've all heard about Anne before. Even came the pigs. I'm sure at the auditions, there's this woman named Anne. And then how it's just, she was a legend at Pace University. She was the person everyone knew. Everyone knew not to piss off Anne because she wasn't going to make you look good. And that's another lesson. Never piss off your costume. Anne would attest to that. But
you'll look like shit.
You'll look like shit. But I just love that and how she is a legend. She will remain a legend at Pace University. And one of the new theaters y'all are building in the new building should be named after her because she is a legend and she'll remain that way at Pace.
The spirit is willing. I mean, we want to, but we have to. It has to be a much more than 5 faculty who say this is what should be done. I mean, everybody unanimously wants to do it, but
if you need a petition
signed, Spencer was saying before I was, coalition wanted to do this aside from what we were going to do, and I thought it was a good idea. But when I said to Spencer just before we started, Pace Press said, what will you remember most? And I really wanted to look at this poor girl who I've never met and been I want people to remember that she was crazy. It's part of it. I hate when it's something like this happens and then everybody pretends she wasn't insane and that we didn't all try or want to kill her or want to love her or want to please her or and that's why I love this because I'm sure Monday, April 9th will be awesome, but I think it was, I agreed to that. I thought this was a worthy thing because I wanted you to be able to have the freedom to be that bitch was crazy. She would love that.
She would. I'll just gonna. Someone else can say anything because it might just turn out to be me talking all night. And so we would go up to Maine, and I'm going to bring some Maine into this because my most fondest memories are up in Maine with her. She was still crazy there. And everyone knew, but she loved being in Maine and just the freedom of it. And she kept saying to me every day, every year, I would go back with her, she goes, Jeff, we're on a fucking lake in Maine. We're making theater out of a couple fabrics, platforms, and she, to me, it was the most peaceful and just the most as a person can be the most happiest when she was in Maine, and she would just sit on her porch, Twilight, and she would just drink all night, and she would invite us over, and just, she was just so beautiful, beautiful. Okay, that's it.
Speaking of, I think she owes me a bottle of alcohol.
I think I owe her a bottle.
I have a couple of little things. So I'm probably like one of the few people that Anne didn't teach to sew. She refused to. She found out that I was a carpenter, and she was like, "Well, okay, fuck you. You're not going to learn to sew." So right from the start, when I started here, I never, like, even when I